Yeah, I drive a Porsche, so I don't have to use fucking turn signals. Douche. What the fuck is these guys doing? This is why I hate coming downtown, man. One of the many fucking reasons I hate coming downtown. Because of dicks like this and fucktards like this. He's sitting there fucking chatting on his cell phone. Douche. Good afternoon, Tac Nation. This is Tac Moto coming to you from a construction zone in Edmonton. They are far too common here. In fact, there's a good little joke in the city that says there's two seasons, winter and construction, here in Edmonton. Oh, and it really sucks, construction here in Edmonton, especially when you're on a motorcycle and you're stuck in it, because it gets really hot here. 30, 35 degrees during the summer. It happens. Today, for example, let's see what my bike says it's at. No, 38 degrees Celsius, 36. I think there's a little faux pas. It's about 32 degrees right now. Although I'm guessing 36 is probably picking up the heat off the road surface, which would make sense. Either way, it's freaking hot today. Got my Alpine Stars mesh on, my fabric gloves, my mesh gloves, whatever you want to call them. Got those on today. And my helmet is still sweaty, soaked with sweat. Just had lunch with a buddy of mine. Took us to a Middle Eastern joint, and I'm not a fan of Middle Eastern cuisine for the most part. There are some that's not too shabby, but I'm not a fan for the most part. And well, you know, this place didn't change my opinion. Now I'm sure there's lots of good Middle Eastern food out there, you know, and I've had some of it, of course. But do I go out of my way for it? Like I would say Chinese or Italian? No. Oh, Chinese. I'm getting hungry. Ooh, Vietnamese too. I like Vietnamese. What the fuck are you doing? You got a lot of special people in this fucking part of the city. Like this numbnuts here. Ugh. So where am I going today? Well, today I am actually going to my old apartment again. There is a check from the dentist that I still haven't received, and I think it's because it's showed up at the old residence. And I've already got mail forwarding set up, but I think it's under my girlfriend's name because I'm under her policy right now. So they're sending it to her name to my old address, which is fucked. So the mail forwarding doesn't work in that scenario. So hopefully it's there. If not, then I'll have to get the dentist to resubmit and get my money. My money.
Where's my money?
See, this conversation is all like, oh yeah, man, you know, I'll make like fucking tons of money because I'm like a fucking bank guy, and like, you know, I get all kinds of puss, you know. Yeah, you know, puss is the fucking shit, you know, like high priced, like fucking $1,000, yeah, you know, yeah, $1,000 an hour puss, you know, that's the good shit right there. Fucking douche. Fucking hate downtown, goddamn traffic, hate it. Oh look, there's the douche. Maybe the dude in the car is his $1,000 an hour hooker, you know? Some dudes are into dudes, never know. Let's see who tries to hit me here. Nobody. Holy fuck, that's impressive. What do we got? Ducati 1098. Driven by an older dude. Fucking Honda Civic of all people honking. Impatient. This is a fun road, provided there's no cops. And, you know, cars are actually moving. Be nice too. Fuckers. So there's a good view of the city, River Valley area. This is U of A, University of Alberta is just over there. You got golf course down in this area. You got a driving range here, the Victoria Park driving range. Yeah, I've been there a few times. I can hit the fence sometimes. And I say sometimes because I can smash the ball pretty far. It's just, it doesn't want to go straight most of the time. It likes to, you know, go left, go right. What do they call that? Slice? Something? I don't know. I'm not a fucking golfer. I suck at golf. But, yeah. And I do that without even Happy Gilmoreing it. Oh, I like this curve. You can just lean it right over. If this guy was going a little bit quicker, I could lean it right over. Oh, yes. Thank you, sir. All right. Lean it. Woo! Can almost touch the frickin' curve with my hand. Lean over this way. Oh, dead bird. I wasn't worried about hitting the dead bird, but blood and guts are not good for traction. For my Edmonton subscribers, as I'm checking for photo radar trucks and vans and shit here on the side. But the city of Edmonton has recently decided to bring in, speaking of which, no, thought that was one. The city of Edmonton has recently decided to purchase these automated photo radar boxes that they just kind of sit here on the side of the road. You guys can look that up on the Googles there. About that, but these boxes, they got the idea. St. Albert's been using them for quite a while, and I've mentioned a few times in my videos that St. Albert is like fucking photo radar jollies. Like, they got hard-ons for fucking photo radar.
Go fuck yourself.
And you got to watch for these boxes. Now the beauty of these boxes, huh? Why is nobody in this lane? Why is nobody in this lane, huh? Because it's Takmoto's lane, bitches. That's why. It's a Takmoto reserved for me, right? No, but these photo radar boxes, they're not permanent. I don't know if they're going to be monitored or anything like that or supervised. But hey, I'm not saying you should do this. But if you happen to see one of these devices on the side of the road, and it should happen to be destroyed, kicked over, covered with paint, whatever, you know, basically rendered non-functional, I would not disagree with that. And I'm not saying go out and do it, because that would be illegal. Well, Tech Nation, we're back. A little hiatus there for me, for you guys. It's just another clip. Luckily, the check that I was hoping for from the dentist that was misaddressed was indeed here. So, yay, more money. But, yeah, speaking of monies and jobs, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier in the motovlog. I can't remember if I was talking about it, so I'll talk about it now. For those of you guys who were watching my motovlog the last couple weeks, you know that I had an interview for an IT position. I don't know how much it paid. Oh, construction up here. Where there's construction, there's usually photo radar or cops. So let's see. Nope, not there. I thought for sure that would be one. But anyways, so the job interview that I had, I don't think it went very good. I think they were a little bit shocked at my asking for 80 grand a year, which I am very much worth it. Actually, I'm worth far more than that. But I asked for 80 grand a year. I don't think they were looking to pay that much, which is unfortunate. But that's okay. The guy who apparently is the IT manager was this, how do I explain it? One of these pimple-faced Uber dorks. You know, definitely lives at home with his mother in the basement. One of those kinds, for sure. And I don't think it would have worked out well, me working for him. But anyways, that's okay. Because I took the opportunity to revamp my resume, my cover letter, and get my references in order. You know, all the stuff I should have done before. And put on my resume. And sure enough, the next day I got a couple of calls from two companies. One is a smaller Alberta company. And I had an interview with them already. I told them how much I wanted to make. And they didn't seem very shocked about it. In fact, the HR girl and the hiring manager were both in the room doing the interview. And when I told them how much I was asking, the HR girl said, we piped up and said, hey, you know, we normally start at this amount. And then the manager quickly piped up and said, yeah, but that's dependent on experience, and you've got a lot of experience. So things are looking pretty up, even for making as much as I want to make, 80 grand a year. So whew, we'll see what happens. And then literally when I left that interview, I was out in the parking lot getting into my truck, and I got another phone call from another company. I'm not going to mention the company's names, obviously, either one, but the company that called me in the parking lot is extensively large, very, very big. It's probably one of the biggest corporations in the world. And I know they're not going to have any problems paying me what I'm asking, for sure. Especially with the job role that they're looking at me for as well. In fact, I might even be lowballing it on their end, so we'll have to see what happens. But I did a phone interview with their HR person, and the way they do it is like a 3-step interview at least. And I've done the first step. I've got the HR interview out of the way. Now I got to deal with the manager, the hiring manager. And I do that interview tomorrow being Tuesday. So probably when this moto vlog goes up. Fucking guys. Signals, man. Asian. What do you want, right? Perpetuating the stereotype, I guess. But anyways, can I get through here? Yeah, I should be able to. So anyways, I got the interview tomorrow with the manager, another phone interview, and then the third step is basically if you're in the final selection, then you do a physical in-person interview later on. So hopefully that one works out for me. I'm kind of hoping for company number 2, actually, to be honest. Not just because of the pay, just because the size of this company is so large that I'm sure there's room for advancement and opportunities. And it's not in the oil and gas industry either, thankfully. So all this bullshit that's going on right now with oil and gas won't affect this company at all. In fact, they're pretty safe company. But anyways, that's what's going on with the job front. I'll let you guys know more once I know more, because as of right now, you guys are completely caught up. But in the meantime, I think that covers it. I think that does cover it, what's going on. So yeah, in the meantime, boys and girls, ride safe, be safe. Watch out for these construction zones, because man, I fucking hate them, and the photo radar bastards that hide in them. Oh. Gotta vent. All right, get the blood pressure down, Tack. Get the blood pressure down.
Goose Fraba.
Okay. In the meantime, boys and girls, ride safe, be safe. Tack Moto out.
I like him.
Yeah, he's funny. Not as funny as you.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, girls.
Let it go a little bit longer. Yeah.
Walk it off. Huh?
Oh.